So yesterday we went through alphabetical series. In there we learned how to remember the place values and how to remember the reverse of the alphabets. So today कुछ टेक्निकल इश्यूज के लिए वी हैव टू कंटिन्यू विद द यूट्यूब सेशंस. सो इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट्स प्लीज लीव इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. आई विल रिवर्ट बैक टू यू. Okay, so we'll be starting our session in a little while. So alphabetical series is very important, as we know, because we'll get a lot of questions from alphanumeric series in your exams. Okay, so let us start. So we had done a question last time as well. So let us go to the question. So I think we left the question in between. Okay, so let us see the question. So we'll see the question. We'll see the question last in the last class we had done a question. If 2ys is related to dollar, what is PHK related to in the same way? I hope you have done the answer for this question as well. I hope you have done the answer for this question. So let us see how you can relate 2ys. So you see 2y
हाँ ये लिंक भेज दिया.
So we are facing some technical issues. I hope please wait for a few seconds.
लिंक सेम रहेगा ना उनका. हाँ आप अपने से पीछे रखो.
So you see, in this question we had to relate. If we were given that if 2ys is related to ED dollar, if 2ys is related to ED dollar, what is PHK related to in the same way? So in this question you see it is given as 2ys is related to ED dollar. So what is PHK related to? Okay, so here what you see is 2y. Okay, so one preceding one. Okay, so one piche and then ys 1 2 3 3 in the front. Okay, so what is that? It is ED dollar. Okay, ED dollar. So in the same way PHK will be at the rate BL. Now how did I get at the rate? For this you have to relate 2 and E. So if you relate 2 and E, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to go 5 steps forward. So from P as well you have to go 5 steps forward. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will be starting from at the rate, and in the same way E, after E what comes? D. In the same way after at the rate B will come, and after B L. Okay, clear? So our answer will be at the rate B L. Okay. Now let's go to the second question. Now you will get question in your problem in your paper where you will get missing series. Okay, so how can you do the missing series? Okay, you might get questions from this. So let us see. The question first is APJ BQY CRX DSW, and what comes after that? So this is a missing series. So you have to relate. You have to relate how question, what is the relation between them. So if you see after A what did come? B. After B, C. After C, D. So what will be here? Here we will have E. Okay. Next we have P. After P, we'll relate the second letters of each component. Okay. After P we have Q. After Q we have R. Then we have S. P, Q, R, S. So what we'll be having over here? Yes, it will be T. Okay. Next, what we have over here is Z. Then we have Y. So this is one in the reverse. Okay, we are going in the reverse and one back in the reverse. Next we have X. Then we have W. Then what will we have? Z, Y, X, W. So we'll go one reverse. Now W is 23. 1 minus is 22. So it will be V. Okay, it would be V, W, X, Y, Z. So your correct answer is V, E, T, V. Okay, clear? Now we'll be moving on to our next question. Now next question we have Z, W, V as a Q, N, M, L, K, and what would be over here? Okay, so we'll see the pattern over here. Okay, here what we have, see you have one element over here, then you have two elements over here, then you have three elements over here, here 4 elements, and obviously here we'll be having 5 elements. Okay, so we know for sure that there will be 5 elements. So let us see the other patterns as well. So if you see, we had only Z. Then after that what we had is W and V. So W and V, it is going in reverse and it is alternating succeeding each other. So after W, before W what comes? V. So in the same way, before S what comes? R. Before Q what comes? Before R what comes? Q. Clear? So in the same way, N, M, L, K. Okay, so what will be here? So the 5 elements that will be over here, they will also be consecutive to each other. Okay, so but if you don't know the first element, how will you complete the series? Right? So for this, you have to relate the first elements of the series. Okay, so what is Z? Now see, in such type of questions, what you need to do is, if you go through alphabets, it will be difficult for you. So here what you should try to do in this type of question, where like the reverse is asked or there is a very vast difference between the alphabets, what you were supposed to do is, you have to go with the place values. Now see, in these questions, if you would go with the place value, then it would be lengthy. So here to save the time, we did with the alphabets, but here if you go with the alphabets, it would be lengthy for you. Now for here, you to save the time, what you were supposed to do is, you were supposed to go with the place values of the alphabets. So what is Z? What is the place value of Z? The place value of Z is 26. Clear? Next, the place value of W, I have already told you what is W. W is 3. Now, so W is 23. Okay. Next, what is the place value of S? So I told you that S is for Sachin and Sachin is for 19. Okay. So it is 19. Okay. Next, what we have? N. N, the place value of M is for middle is for 13. So N is, and we know always after M, N comes. So place value of N would be 14. Okay. So let us see the difference between them. So 26 minus 23 is 3. So it is minus 23. So 23 minus 19 is minus 4. Okay. Next we have over here 19 minus 5 is 14. So you see there is a pattern over here. That says minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So what would be over here? Minus 6. Okay, clear with this? So if N is 14 and 14 minus 6 would be 8. So what is 8? I already told you. 8 is 8. Okay, 8 is H, right? I already told you yesterday H is 8. So what would be here? Here we will have H. So after H we will have consecutive alphabets but in the reverse. Or if you want to go by the place values, it would be 7, 6, 5, 4. So what is 7? G. Okay. What is 6? F. E is 5 and D is 4. So your answer would be H, G, F, E, D. Okay. H, G, F, E, D. Clear? Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. So in the next question we have this series 10ZA, 8YB, 6XC. Next we have a missing term in middle. Okay, we do not have the missing term at the end, but we have a missing term in the middle. Then we have 2VE. So what would this be? So let us see the patterns. So we have to connect the first terms of each element. Okay, first element of each terms. So we have 10, then we have 8. So this would be 10 minus 2, 8, 6. This would be minus 2 as well. So this should be minus 2 as well. So let us see. If I do minus 2 over this, so we'll have 4. And now over here also, see, this is matching. After 6 we had 4 and after 4 we had 2. So this is matching. Next we'll be going to the second element. Okay, so what do we have over here? Z, Y, X. So this is going in the reverse. One back in the reverse consecutive terms, Z, Y, X. So what would be over here? W. Clear? Next, what do we have over here? A, B, C. So what would be over here? D. So your answer would be 4WD. Clear? Okay. Now let's move on to some questions from the exercise as well. Okay. So let's see these questions. These are some questions that has been asked in the previous years. Okay. So what we have over here is BMRG, DLTF, FKVE, HJXT. So what would be your answer? So we have to see the pattern for this. So let's see the pattern. BMRG, DLTF, FKVE, HJXT. Okay. So we'll be relating the first elements of each term. So let's see. B is 2, D is 4, F is 6. So what are these? These are becoming plus 2. Okay. And after F 6, 8 plus 2. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. So what would this be? This would be 10. Okay, 8 plus 2, 10. Clear? So what is 10? I already told you. Well, how can you remember 10? You can remember 10 from EJOT. Okay, so J is 10. You will have J over here. Next we'll be relating the second terms. Okay, so M is 13, L is 12, K is 11, J is 10. So these are coming 1 minus in the reverse. So it is coming minus 1. So 13, 12, 11, 10. So what would this be? This would be 9. Okay. So what is 9? I have already told you yesterday. 9 is I. Okay. So our second term is I. Next, if you see you have to be smart enough. See, in your question, there is only one term where you have ZI. where you have zi. So this should be your question, this should be your answer. So if I prefer to do this question on from here only, okay, because I don't prefer to lose my time, waste my time to find out the next terms. Okay, so what I will be doing is I'll be marking the option A from first two terms itself. Okay, but still for your convenience, let's see what would be the other terms as well. So what we have, will relate the third elements of each term. So what we have over here, R is 18. What is T? T is 20. What is the V? V is 22. So 18, 20, 22. And what is X? 24. So it is coming as plus 2. So 18, 20, 22 and 24. So then what will be the next term? So it would be 26. Now what is whose place value is 26? The place value of 26 is Z. Okay, Z's place value is 26. Clear? Next we'll be looking for the fourth elements of each term. Okay, what we have over here, G is 7. Next we have F is 6. Next we have E is 5. Next we have D is 4. Next what we'll have over here, we'll have C. Okay, it is coming 1 in the reverse. Now if you see this, if you observe the pattern, you will see the first and third element follows the same pattern and the second and fourth element follows the same pattern. Clear? Okay. Now let's move on to the second question. You have a question over here which says A, C, D, G, H, I. Question. We have a missing term in the middle. Okay. You have U, V, W, X, Y. Okay. So what would be in the middle? So see, this is the same question. This is almost the same question that was asked previously. But previously the term was in the end and here your term is in the middle. Okay, so this would be also similar. So what we have over here is A is the first term. A has only one element. Next we have 2 element term. Next is a 3 element term. So what would be in the middle? If fifth term is a 5 elements term, so fourth term should be a 4 element term. So we must have 4 elements over here. Yes. Next we'll see the pattern. Okay, we'll see the pattern. So first A we have, next we have CD. See, CD. Next we have GHI. Next we have UVWXY. So basically consecutive 4 terms will be having in between. Okay, we'll have 4 consecutive terms in between. Okay, so see, you can also eliminate the options. So you know it would be consecutive terms. Now you see L, M and P. So L, M and P cannot be your answer, cannot be your options because L, M and O, P comes. Okay, so this cannot be your answer. Okay, next we'll be moving on to B. And let's see M and O, L. This also cannot be your answer because you should get a consecutive term. Next let's see N, O, P, L. This also cannot be your answer. So this should be your answer, M and O, P. But if there were some different options that you could not make out, then you have to see the term. Okay, let's go for the explanation as well. Okay, but you should also observe the options with greatest minutely, because even from eliminating options you can get a lot of answers in a very close minimum amount of time. Okay, so let's see. So what we have over here is so if you know the first term, you'll be able to do the other terms as well. So let's see what will connect the first element of each term. So what it is, A is 1, C is 3, so it is plus 2. Now G is 7, so this is plus 4. So this should be it should be plus 6. Okay, so 7 plus 6 is 13. So what is the place value? Whose place value is 13? The M's place value is 13. So your answer should be M. After N should come, then O and P. So answer should be M and O, P. Clear with this? Okay, let's move on to the next question then. So what we have in the next question is FAKIEMLIO and question mark. So we have a missing term over here. So what should be your answer? So let's see. So we have F, F is 6. What is I? I is 9. L is 12. So what are these? These are basically plus 3, plus 3. So we'll have plus 3 over here as well. So we'll have 12 plus 3 is 15. So what is the whose place value is 15? 15 O's place value is 15. I did tell you from each OT will be learning, will be remembering O's place value. So O's place value is 15. Okay. So you will have O. So see, this cannot be your answer. This cannot be your answer. Your answer should be somewhere between OMQ and OPQ. So let's see. Let's look for the second term. So A is 4. A is 1. Then A is 1. E is 5. I is 9. So these are basically plus 4 plus 4. So here also we'll be having plus 4. So 9 plus 4 would be 13. And 13, the place value of M is 13. So your second term should be OM. Okay. Now you see, you do not even have to go and check for the third term, because you see from the options itself, it says both should be Q. So your third term should be Q. Okay, so your answer should be OMQ. Clear? But even if you want to check, let's check. 11, M is 13, next O is 15. So you see these are basically plus 2. So 15 plus 2 would be 17, and place value of Q is 17. So your answer comes as OMQ. Clear? Now let's move on to the next question. This is a question that has been asked in IBPS PO 2017. Okay, let's see the question. So what we have over here is BED, EIG, HMJ, KQM and a missing term. Okay, what should come in place of the question mark in the following series based on the above arrangement? So let's see. Now what we have over here, we'll be connecting the terms, first elements of each term. So B is 2, E is 5, H is 8, K is 11. See, so what it is basically? Plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So what would be over here? 11 plus 3. So it should be 14. So whose place value is 14? So your place value of N is 14. So your answer A and B should not be correct. So let's move on to the next terms as well. So you will have your answers. See, second term definitely should be U. Definitely should be U, because it is in all the three options. Okay, but still let's check for the sake of clearing our doubts. So E is 5, next I is 9, M is 13, Q is 17. So these are basically plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So 17 plus 4 will be 21. So whose place value is 21? U's place value is 21. I already told you the second element should be U. Okay. Next, let us move on to the third term. So what we have over here? D. What is the place value of D? Place value of D is 4. Place value of G is 7. Place value of J is 10. So these basically are plus 3 and plus 3. So what we have over here? 13. 13 plus 3 would be 16. So whose place value is 16? Yes. If place value of O is 15, then place value of P is 16. Clear? So 16 is the place value for P. Okay, so your answer should be NUP. Clear? Okay. Now let us move on to a different set of questions that is asked. That is not very commonly asked, but it may be asked in your question in your exam. So we'll be learning the same. Okay, so you might be asked for the odd one out as well. You might be asked for the odd one out as well, because so what would be the odd one out? See, so what is odd one out? Odd one out is nothing. You might have done this odd one out in your previous exams, in your exams when you were young. So what is odd one out? So basically all the 5 terms or all the 6 term and all the terms would be following a certain pattern, okay, except for one term. So you have to find out that term. Okay, clear? So let us see. Example 1 is M and PK, next STVQ, next FGID, next VWYT and JKMI. Okay, so now let's see what might be the pattern between these. Okay, so let's see what might be M and PK. So this is M and next P and OP, next it's K. Okay, so this is 13. M is 13 and K is 11. So N is 12 and P is 16. So there might be a pattern. So let us see in the next as well. So S is 19, T is 20. So see, this is like +1. Okay, next V is, but we are not getting a pattern over here because this is -1 and this is +1. Okay, so let's go to the third element. So V is also 22. So we are not also getting a correct pattern from this terms. Okay, so let's say Q is 17. So if you see 13 and K or M and K, what is the difference between 13 and 11? It is 2. So we have the -2 between first and the last term. So here also you have the same. You have 19 minus 17. So it is -2. In here also we'll see if this is the same. F you have 6 and D we have 4. So you also have -2 over here. Here as well you have -2, but here if you see there is J is 10 and I is 9, which gives you only -1. So your odd one out should be J, K, M, I. Clear? Now let's move on to the next question. What we have over here is X, V, T, Q, L, J, H, I, P, O, M, N, F, D, B, C. Next M, K, I, J. Okay, clear? So here we'll see what would be our answer. Okay, so here first, second and third letter each so let's see if what we have over here is 26, 24, 22, 20. So you see this might be a pattern. Next we have 21. Okay, let's see 12, 10 and 8. Yes, this is matching with this. So next move on to this. Next 16, 15 and 13. So this is not matching. So okay, let's move on to the next term. F is 6, 4, 2. So this is matching as well. Next we have over here 13, 11, 9. So you see for in the first 3 letters what we have is -2 on the first 3 letters of each term. Okay, but in POMN the pattern does not follow. So who is the odd one out? Odd one out is POMN. Clear? Okay, we'll not do much questions from odd one out because you normally don't get these questions in banks. Okay, but you might get these questions in your SSC and other competitive exams. So let us move to a very important questions that comes in your exams, that comes in almost in all exams. Okay, almost all, because what we have been observing from the last few years, like in every exam you have a pattern of this question. You at least have one question from this set, from pure formation in your prelims. Okay, so let's see what is the question. The first question states, how many pairs of letters are there in the word student which have the same number of letters between them as in the English alphabet? Okay, so how many pairs of letters are there in the word student which have the same number of letters between them as in the English alphabet? So what should be your answer over here? So did you understand the question? They are asking how many pairs of letter? Pairs. So what is the meaning of pairs? So by pairs we mean two letters. You mean between two letters. How many pairs of letters are there in the word student which have the same number of letters between them as in the English alphabet? What they mean over here is between whatever letters are there in student, in the word student, whatever letters are there, in between two of them, there should be the same number of letters. There should be the same number of letters as in the English alphabet. Like say after S, what comes? Say in the English alphabet after S, T comes, right? So you will get a pair over here, because in English alphabet also we do not have any numbers between any alphabets between S and T, and in also this word student we do not have any alphabets between them. So this is our one pair. Okay, next let us move on. See, you do not have to leave over here, you have to continue, because you might also get another pair of letter. Okay, so next ST, then you have in English alphabet, what do you have? ST, U, V, W, X, Y. Now you see in here what we have between S and U in English alphabet, you have one letter in the word student. Between in the word student also, between S and U you have one letter. So you have the same number of letter between S and U in the English alphabet and in the word. So this is also a pair. Okay, so this is our second pair. Next let us move on. So you can do with the alphabets, next from T, and you should go both back and both forward. Okay, next we have T. After T what comes? U. Okay, T, U. So this is our third pair. Okay, T, U, V, W, X, Y. You do not have any pairs, any more pairs. Okay, next we will also go in the back. Next we have T, U. So you do not have a pair over here as well. Okay, next U, V, W, X, Y. No pairs. Next U, V, W. No pairs. Okay, next D, D, E, D, E. Okay, so you have a pair over here, D, E. Do not stop, because you might also get another pair. Next we have D, E. Next F, G. No more pair. Next you will also go in the back, D, E, F, G. No pair. Next we'll also next we'll move on to the next letter. You E, F, G. E, F, G. No pair. Next F, G, H, I. No pair. Okay, let's move on to the next letter. N. After N what comes? O. N, O. No. Next N, O, P, Q, R, S. N, O, P, Q, R, S. So you get a pair over here as well. So see, how many pairs do you have? You have 5 pairs. Okay, now see students, if you are very comfortable with the alphabets, then you can continue with this. Okay, you can continue with this. But if you are not comfortable with the alphabets, because most of the students what they forget is like what alphabets come after N, or what alphabet come after U, what alphabet comes after K. So what you can do is you can also go by the place values, because and also the place values make your calculation very easy. Say S, T, U, D, E and T. So S is 19, T is 20, U is 21. See, from the you can, by looking at this only you can make out that you have like 2 pairs over here. Next D is 4, E is 5, N is 14, T is 20. Okay, now see 19, 20. Okay, 1 pair. 19, 20, 21. 2 pair. Okay, 19 and 21. 2 pair. Next 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. No pair. Next T to 20, 20, 21, one pair. Okay. Next 22, 23, 24, 25. No pair. Next this side 21. No pair. Next 21. See, you can also check from here only. After 21, 22, 23, 24. But by also looking at the numbers, you can say there will be no pair. Okay. Next here also there won't be any pair. Okay. Next 4, 5. 4, 5. Okay. 6, 7. No pair. 4, 5, 6, 7. No pair. 5, 6, 7. No. 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Next 14, 15. No. Next 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we get a pair over here as well. 15. 5. Next 20. We do not have anything over here. Next 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. We do not have any pair over here. So your total pair will be 5. Okay. So let us solve, because this is very important. Let us solve one more question on this. So what we have over here is, how many such pairs of letters are there in the word mobile auto which have the same number of letters between them in the word as in the English alphabet? Okay, so let us say we'll do mobile auto. We'll do with numbers because I am comfortable with numbers, because I think by numbers you can do the questions more easily. So O is 15, B is 2, I is 9, L is 12, E is 5, A is 1, U is 21, T is 20, and O is 15. Okay, let's move. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have a pair over here. Okay, 19, 20, 21. So this is a pair. Okay, next 21. Do not stop over here, students. You have to move forward. 22, 23, because there might be another pair as well. Next, B. 2, 3. You do not have in the back 3. No. Next, 3, 4, 5. You have a pair over here. Okay. This is 2. Next, 6, 7, 8, 9. No pair. Next, 9, 10, 11. No. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we have a pair over here. Next 12, 13, 14, 15. 4 pair. Next 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No pair. Next 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Next 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Next 21, 22, 23. No. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 1. No. Next 20, 21, 21. No. 21. Yes. Next 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. No. Next O, 15, nothing over here. Next 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. No, nothing else. So we have 5 pairs over here. Okay. So I hope you people have got the point of the question, how to do the question and how to do the question in as minimum time in possible. You can expect a question from this, because we have seen like in almost all exams you have a question from this. So I hope, and so I am giving you 2 more words to practice, that is nutrition, okay, and recovered. Okay, nutrition and recovered. I hope you will give me the answers of these questions in the comment section or in the next class. Okay, so let us move on to the next question. See, this question is important. How many digits are there in the number 243896715, each of which is as far away from the beginning of the number as when the digits are arranged in the ascending order within the number? Okay. So see, here it is only thing that you cannot understand over here is this part, each of which is as far away from the beginning of the number as when the digits are arranged in ascending order. So what they are saying over here is they are giving you a number 243896715. Okay. Next, what they are saying is you have to arrange the digits in ascending order. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay. Next, what they are saying is how many digits are there in the number this, each of which is as far away from the beginning of the number as when the digits are arranged in ascending order within the number. Okay. So we have arranged the digits in the ascending order. So what they are asking is this number, in this number the digits should be in the same distance from the beginning of the number when they are also arranged in the ascending order. Okay. So what they are asking is that they should be in the same distance. So this is the beginning of the number. So distance must be same even after arranging distance of the digits. Individual digits must be same even after arranging the number in ascending order. Okay. So what here they want to say you is even after arranging the number, the position of the digit must not be changed. The position of the digits must be same. Now you see, if you go for 3, you see in the first digit also the distance of the number, the distance of the digit 3 from the beginning was 1, 2 and 3. In the second number, in the when the number is arranged in the ascending order as well, the digit is the 3 digit is also found at the same distance as it was previously. Okay. So 3 is a number, 3 is also a digit. Okay. Next, what we have over here is 6. Okay. Next we have over here is 3. So you see, reasoning is not very difficult. What they do is they trickily they twist the question in such a way the question seems something else, but it is very easy. If I would ask you, like, even after changing the number in ascending order, which digits will remain in the same position, you could have given me the answer as 3. But when I said you that each of which is as far away from the beginning of the number, then you are not getting the answer. Okay. So you have to read the question as thoroughly as possible, and you have to understand the question and then do the answer. Okay. So your alphabetical series is almost over. You have to practice more questions from this, and in the next session we'll be continuing with coding and decoding, and I hope you have remembered the place values of the alphabets and the reverse of the alphabets till now. Okay. Thank you.